Hey, and welcome to the Winning Daily Show. Be in the know to win that dough. We got a medium-sized slate for you. Not as much as we've had the last couple of, Fridays. We've had a big thing, but no baseball to bet on this week. We got a handful of soccer. We gave you some good soccer earlier today. Mönchengladbach really cashed in for us, so we hope you followed that. We will have, of course, our doubleheader today, where our weekend soccer show will air later today. You'll have all your weekend soccer bets, so you will be in the know to win that dough on the soccer side of things. But just a handful of NBA stuff, really light NBA stuff. A lot of guys pulled out of games today. The whole Golden State Warriors starting lineup, so there weren't a ton of props. They've been late coming in, so it's going to be a pretty light show, pretty quick show for this one. But we do got some NBA bets. Had a pretty good week this week in the NBA. Let's see if we can keep that continued. What we got most of is just straight game bets. So we're going to start out with the Detroit Pistons plus 5.5 versus the Cleveland Cavaliers. Garland and Mitchell are questionable for this game. I assume we'll get one, maybe not both. If we don't get either, even better for us. But we're going to go with the Detroit Pistons plus 5.5 here versus the Cleveland Cavaliers. We're going to have the Pistons also in a little bit of a money line parlay later as well, but Pistons plus 5.5. We're going to grab the Miami Heat minus 3.5 versus the Pacers. Heat have been on a nice little run here. 2 wins in a row versus the Kings and Warriors on sort of last-minute shots. No Jimmy Butler, but we look for him to go up to Indiana and win. You got Hero, you got Bam, who's really started to play really well. Lowry will be there, so I don't worry too much. I know this Pacers team has played hard and well, but I look for the Heat to cover this. This was sort of a last-minute addition, so let's see if the Heat can cover this minus 3.5 on the road. We're going to take the Wizards minus 3 versus the Brooklyn Nets. It looks like they've gotten off the Brooklyn net line a little bit here and started to realize they aren't very good. But we're going to continue to ride out, going against the Nets in every situation we can, even with this. The Wizards have played good basketball, so I don't fear that too much. And, no Irving, really. To be honest, when I was making my list, I wrote Washington Wizards minus 3 versus the Kevin Durant. So probably a little bit of a Freudian slip there, but it does seem like it's Washington Wizards versus Kevin Durant here. We'll see if Joe Harris can get going a little bit. He's been off to a slow start, but Wizards minus 3 we're going to ride with here. Sixers minus 3 versus the Knicks. I know no Harden, but I like that Maxey Embiid combo. I like honestly, I sort of like the way this team plays a little bit better without James Harden in it. So we'll see if they can hold. Knicks have been in a little bit of a losing bend here going to Philadelphia. I look for Philly to cover this at home minus the 3. And lastly, we're going to take the Utah Jazz plus 3.5 versus the Lakers. Lakers 2 straight wins, both coming on sort of last-second heroics, especially the game the other night. But I look for them to struggle here. You got basically the worst shooting teams versus one of the best shooting teams. We'll see if the Jazz can keep their strong start going. 3.5 for the Utah Jazz versus the Los Angeles Lakers. We're going to get into a couple player props here. We'll start with Tyrese Maxey. We're going Tyrese Maxey 30-plus points in this game, plus 225. We're putting 62.50 on that. Dennis Smith Jr. We're going double plus 310, and we're going over the 12.5 points, minus 120. It looks like Rozier is going to be out again. So Dennis Smith, keep up his strong start. Really passing the ball more than scoring the ball, but we'll see if he can grab that double-double. I think 310's pretty good value. Shandon Sharp for the Portland Trail Blazers. Simons and Lillard probably going to both be out. Lillard for sure. Simons was pretty questionable for this one. So that leaves him pretty thin at the guards. So we're going to take Shandon Sharp 20-plus points, plus 520. Really think that's good value. I jump all over that here. it probably will be a blowout of a game. They're playing the Phoenix Suns. The one person who would get minutes even in a blowout, who would be, starting or playing big minutes, would be Shandon Sharp, just to get the reps in there. So I think there's a good chance Shandon Sharp 20-plus points, plus 520 in that one. Like I said, the whole Warriors team is out. They didn't really have any odds other than Tyrone Poole, but, keep checking. The three I'm looking at are James Wiseman, double-double. I'd also look at his block props, and then Moses Moody, I'd look at assist and three-pointers made in that. But, they haven't really posted anything. I've looked on about 4 or 5 different books. Nothing doing. So that's what we got there. We're going to go to 2 parlays that I got. We got a 4-team money line parlay: Phoenix Suns, Boston Celtics, New Orleans Pelicans, Memphis Grizzlies. This should be pretty straightforward. The only one I'd really worry about would be that Boston Celtics one at plus 121. I think the rest win pretty easy. They're playing pretty much either really, really bad teams or a combination of really bad teams with a lot of guys out. So Suns, Celtics, Pelicans, Grizzlies, 4-team money line parlay plus 121, 250 on that one. And then a little money line underdog parlay. We're going to put Jazz and Pistons in there. So a 2-team money line parlay plus 584, Jazz, Pistons on that one. All right, that's all we got for you. Short show today. Not a lot of action. We had a little bit of soccer action for you, won that. So let's see if we can continue that on the NBA. Be sure to like and subscribe. Check out our channel. Our college football with Dynamite David is out now. You'll be ready for all Saturday's action and a little bit of Friday action. We like that Oregon State. Look at that Oregon State line there. And Achilles Rain and me tomorrow will be recording for the NFL show. Don't want to miss that. So like, subscribe. Be sure to watch the second part of our doubleheader with our soccer weekend bets coming as well. That's our show, and we're out.